What's up? Welcome back, Enchanters, to another unboxing and unveiling of none other than the 1/6 scale limited edition Scarecrow, exclusive to only 1,000 units. It's great to have y'all back, and if you're meeting me for the first time, my name is 𝐍𝐄𝐲𝐿. I'm a collector, completionist, and a retailer of many collectibles, one of them being the Mondo Batman the Animated Series collection. I've been collecting every single piece since almost the inception. I was eight months late into the hobby from when Mr. Freeze first released. Thankfully, I do own him and the timed piece. And I've unveiled every single timed exclusive that has released from this series. So at the end of this video, I'll be linking the previous unboxing, which was Bane. And I'm so excited to unbox this and unveil this for y'all because this is highly anticipated. Just such an iconic villain. And this released for a week, Halloween week, as a timed edition of only 1,000 units. And I believe it sold within, I think it was like less than 7 minutes. It completely sold out. So thrilled to have this piece. Now, it did ship like end of December, beginning of January, if I'm not mistaken. I don't recall. It's just been sitting for over 2 to 3 months already, and I have not unveiled or unboxed this. So I think it's been 2 months. I think it shipped in February, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, late January, February. And I've literally, it's just been sitting there. And so I did open it, and we'll be honest, to make sure that everything did arrive and nothing was damaged, but I have not checked articulation. So that's something we're going to dive into today. We're going to review this whole bad boy and dive further into Scarecrow.
Bolton. Oh, I taught there.
So here we have it. This has to be by far the smallest art box from the entire series. I think after this one is probably Catwoman, but she is taller, so this has to be the smallest piece. So yeah, here we go. So excited for this, y'all. Like, it being a Halloween exclusive when they released it. Now, the timed editions are only ever exclusive on mondoshop.com. But yeah, just really pumped. I always say this in every video, do not throw this away. This is your proof. My number is 214 of 1,000, but you need this for resale purposes because it is a timed edition. So if you ever plan on parting ways with your collection, y'all, you never know what will happen tomorrow. You're gonna need that box. Without that, it literally will lose about 20% of its value. And without the actual art box itself, it loses over 50% of its value. So do not dispose of the art box either. So here we have it. As you zoom in, you are going to see the Mondo exclusive holographic sticker that tells us that this is a timed edition piece. That's what differentiates this from the unlimited version. Come to the side, it's going to say Scarecrow. Pretty rad. It's also going to say Scarecrow on the top and also on the other side. And on the back, you have the concept artist, Alex Brewer, the sculpt, Alex Brewer, paint is Tom 𝐻𝐿, art director, Hector Arce, package art is Danny Haas, and package design is Jordan Christensen. So a little bit about all the artists that were involved in, from the design process to the conception of this phenomenal piece. So let's open this bad boy up. Is this Velcroed? What's going on here? Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Yeah, okay, so this is magnetized. It's not Velcro. Yeah, I prefer magnets. So it's gonna open up here. Oh. Obviously, you can't see the piece too clearly from there. As you open the flap, it's just the Scarecrow here with his, garden shear in his hand. And yeah. Let's open this bad boy up. Now, I am going to take this out of the plastic, so you will see an up-close image of the piece itself, all the exclusives as well. We're gonna unravel all those pieces for you. We're gonna talk about articulation as well. So rest assured, we're gonna cover all of that. All right, so we have, obviously here we have the Scarecrow, with all of his pieces, and you're going to have additional pieces in the box as well. I don't like when they do this. I've mentioned this before. I think the first time they did this was with the Gambit Timed Edition. I absolutely hate this because it ruins the box. You got to peel this out. Ugh, it's so annoying. So I'm not really a big fan of that. So I'm gonna have to go off camera, obviously, with a box cutter, take this out. Yeah. Well, the hands actually come off easily, but it's the actual, it's his actual base, right? And I usually like posing them with the base. I don't want them toppling over because if they do, they get scuffed and, you know, ruins the paint, etc. So let me get off camera. I'm going to take this out of its packaging. We're going to zoom up close on this, check out all the articulation. I'm going to rate it out of 1 to 10 as I do with all my videos. So I'll be right back. All right, y'all, here we have it. What a freaking beauty. I love how lanky he is in comparison to like Bane, which I just recently unboxed. Like, I just love the juxtaposition of that. It's pretty awesome. And again, it really just brings these characters to life in these 1/6 form. And again, no one does it like Mondo does. And so before we start with articulation, let's talk about the timed exclusive. So the timed exclusive is going to come with 3 exclusive pieces. Obviously, this is sold out. You can currently purchase, I believe it is $190 right now. You can purchase the unlimited version. It's not going to come with 3 pieces. So for $210, the timed edition, which is this figure, it comes with 3 exclusives. You're going to get the Joker rat. This was pretty epic. Look at this. That is rad. I love that. You're also going to get this portrait as well, which I love. I think this is my favorite exclusive of the 3. Just love this portrait. And the third and last piece you're gonna get is this menacing portrait. Again, looks like, look at that. That is just wicked. I don't think I would ever use this. It's too cartoonish, and again, this takes inspiration directly from the actual animated series. But just amazing, amazing, amazing. So for $20 more, you got those 3 pieces as part of the exclusive. Now everything else I'm going to show you comes with the unlimited version, and you can purchase today, including the piece itself. So you're going to get obviously one of the most iconic pieces. You're going to need this garden shear. Call this what you're going to call it, but it cuts wheat, cuts grass. Call it a garden shear. You tell me in the comments below, what is this? So it is going to have his handle that he can hold with one hand and then the other. I think this is just amazing. The cell shading here, phenomenal. You're also going to get, let's talk about portraits. The unmasked portrait. Now this is awesome. I'm so glad that this wasn't part of the Time Edition because I feel like this is iconic as well. And typically the unmasked portraits come with the Timed Edition. So the fact that you don't necessarily need the Time Edition, you're going to get this portrait is pretty awesome. It's really awesome. So everyone has the opportunity to get the unmasked. Following that, you're going to get 2 crows. What I love about these crows is they can stand on his shoulders, on his arms. And I think this is awesome that you're getting not 1, but 2 in 2 different poses. So that is rad. Really, really, really like that. One has an open mouth, one has a closed mouth. This one has more of a curved wing. This one has more of a wide wing. Just phenomenal. You're also going to get what seems to be a clock. And I believe this is the hallucinogenic vial. I could be wrong. Comment below again if I'm wrong. Love to be corrected. So this is what's gonna, I believe he just smashes this, and this is what's gonna have you get trippy. And last but certainly not least, let's talk about the hand switch out. So you're gonna get these hands, which I think are awesome. Take inspiration directly from the animated series. Again, it's as if they are spraying this toxin from the tips of the fingers. Really, really, really awesome. And you get both the left and the right. You're also going to get the left and the right. This is a semi-grip hand. And you're going to get 2 left hands. These are different. So you don't get another right hand. you're gonna get this more of a, this is even more of a semi-grip. It's opened a whole lot more. And you're also gonna get this left hand where it's almost like a closed fist, but it's not, almost like a semi-grip as well. And you get that as well. And again, all of those switch outs are all part of the they're all part of the Unlimited. And now let's go into the showstopper, the main man of the show, and it is none other than Scarecrow. But before we do that, you're also going to get the standing base, which has the crotch, which I actually like this one more. It doesn't really create any damage. I wish they all had crotches. They were all crotch stands. These are my favorite. I don't like the ones that grip on the love handles. All right, so let's talk about this piece. We're going to start with the articulation of the actual head. So here it is. This is my favorite portrait. This is the portrait I'm going to leave on as well. The head of all the pieces, this actually has the least articulation. And I think a lot of it is due in part to the hair on the back. It does swerve left to right, but the head barely turns left or right. So that's all it does. Very little articulation when it comes to this portrait. I'm assuming this one is going to turn all the way, and the maskless as well, but this one doesn't. All right, let's talk about, there is no torso articulation, so there is none here. That's something to note. There is a very little hip articulation. It does swerve left to right. I'm pretty sure I could do a 360, but he does have his fabric here, so it's more like a soft vinyl, and I don't want to obviously distress the figure. As for a lot more, not a full split, but a lot more articulation in the legs. Goes very, it goes side up, and it does. The leg does go back and forward. Does have some give to it. Now this is just single jointed at the knee. It is not double jointed like most figures. Something to know. And again, that's due to his lankiness. And then lastly, very little articulation here at the foot as well. Very little. Now I will say of all the figures ever made from the series, this probably has the least articulation. That's something to know. As for, there is a ball joint here. It's just single jointed here at the elbow on both sides. And then his hand is also a ball joint, and it does do a 360. And as for his arms, they do a 360 as well. They come upward as well. Pretty awesome, y'all. I have to say, overall, if I have to give this a rating, I think the figure itself is iconic. Like, the fact that we have this figure is freaking amazing. Like, it is spectacular, y'all. It's menacing, it's iconic, it's literally derived from the animated series. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. Again, if you were curious, these go up on his arms as well. You can grip them a bit like that. There you go. A little bit more to the back. Position your arm a little bit more forward. There we go. So that's pretty awesome. Now, if I have to give this my overall rating, 1 to 10, it really lacks articulation. Again, I don't care for that. I'm not playing with these. Like, you could still create some awesome moves with this, and like awesome poses, for like that Instagrammable worthy still shot that you want to create. I think it's going to be just fine. So I know for a lot of people, that's a huge factor. Articulation plays like the biggest key when it comes to these action figures and you know, your overall view on them. I also will say that his, I forgot to mention, his default hands are semi-open like this. I just love the pointiness of the nail. That looks freaking amazing. If I honestly had to rate this figure, I mean, just because of how iconic he is, it's a solid 9. But if I honestly had to take how freaking epic and iconic this piece is, I'd give it an 8 because of the articulation is lacking. I think the accessories are spot on, perfect. I wouldn't do anything or add anything to the accessories. I think that's a solid 10. It's just the articulation. That's about it. But outside of the articulation, the sculpt is amazing. The detail's amazing. The cell shading's phenomenal as well. There's also like a glossiness right here, the like shawl of his face mask, which I love. That cell shading texture that they used looks phenomenal. The sculpt of the hat, this looks amazing. Honestly, it's a solid, yeah, I gotta say it's solid 8.5. Take the articulation out and this is a 10 figure, honestly. I think the articulation is the only thing that's bringing this down a bit, but outside of that, y'all, phenomenal figure. Highly recommend going and getting the unlimited version. You're not really missing out on much. I think this is the only thing you're probably missing out on that I would be like, oh, I really wish I had this this portrait, but I could do without the Joker rat. I could do without this portrait. So phenomenal piece. Run and get it. It's still available right now on mondoshop.com. It is retails for $190. You could do six equal installments with shop pay, no interest. That's an option as well. It's all available through mondoshop.com. And I'm curious to know if y'all own this. Were any of you lucky enough to be one of the 1,000 people to own this piece and to nab it right before it sold out? Curious to know, so comment below, keep collecting, and don't forget to hit that smash button. Stay connected with us, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you all on the next one.